Hey guys, it's the TMI Queen. So today I wanted to talk to you about things that happen since taking a YouTube break. As you know, the end of last year, I decided to take a hiatus from YouTube, potentially indefinitely. Part of the reason for that was that I wasn't making any kind of progress. And to be honest, I'm still not entirely making progress, but I'm making strides. And that's why I decided to make this video and possibly start a comeback. I feel like I finally have the tools that I wanted to have to be able to be successful the way that I wanted to be. And I know it seems silly that I had to do these things, but you know, the OCD and the anxiety is strong with this one. So two of the things that happened since taking this YouTube break is, number one, I focused on organizing my home and creating a routine. By organizing my home and getting that pulled together, I started to slowly create a daily routine that I complete every single day. And that takes the thought out of everything that I'm doing. When I take the thought out of it, I also take the anxiety out of it. When I take the anxiety out of it, that makes it more likely that it's actually going to happen, because I tend to procrastinate, put off, or overeat as a result of the stress that I feel and the anxiety that I feel from not having something established and from not knowing what to expect. And even just the dumbest things can cause me to have that kind of a feeling. So that's what I've been working on. Is my house perfect right now? Not even close. But I'm starting to work towards that goal, and I'm getting closer every single day. The second thing that I did was I purchased items that would help me meet my goals. Like, for example, this little ladder shelf. And I know it seems like a weird goal, but I felt like this house was too institutional. It had no form, it just had function. And it just felt cold, and every time I walked in here, I felt stressed. And what I wanted was just to feel like I was coming home. And there's a story time for another time about what's happening with my house situation. I'm potentially going to be buying a house to build because what happened with this house fell through. And that's a long story for another time. So now I have to look at my living situation. And I was just always hesitant to make it look pretty, because I'm like, you know, if this isn't a permanent living situation, do I really want to, waste a lot of money trying to make this house look a certain way? Because it may not be something that works with my new space, or it may not fit in my new space. So I didn't want to buy a lot, but I still wanted to have something so that I could feel proud of my space and have something to kind of show off, and something that made it feel like mine instead of just feeling like a place that I was passing through. By getting something like this made all the difference. A couple other things that I purchased was I got this vegetarian cookbook. I've been wanting to eat more vegetables, and the easiest way for me to do that is by having vegetarian meals once in a while. But I also don't like complicated recipes, and I don't like recipes with like ingredients I'm never going to eat. And I had originally ordered some Thug Kitchen cookbooks because it had a lot of that in it. But unfortunately, Amazon did not ever deliver it, and they just kept delaying my shipment until I finally got frustrated and canceled the order. So I tried to find something else that, that was also more cost effective, because those suckers were expensive. So that's where I found this cookbook, and it was relatively inexpensive, and it's got recipes in it. It says it's made easy, which anything that I can do easy, I'm down for, because I don't like spending a ton of time. I don't have an attention span to make a long, complicated recipe. I also don't want recipes that have such difficult ingredients that the chances of me actually consuming it are very slim. I just don't want to do that. So I got that. And another thing that I got was, at long last, I got my folding up treadmill. That thing has been amazing. I use that probably nearly every day. Not so much recently because I've been shoveling like crazy. We have been hit with some serious lake effect snow, and I'm tired and I got my exercise. So I feel like I'm not doing myself a disservice by not walking, because I've already done my exercise and then some. But having that there on the days when I'm not shoveling is perfect. It's nice and quiet. I can listen to my TV while I'm doing it. I can watch my YouTube videos, which is one of my favorite things to do while I'm on the treadmill. I like to watch my favorite YouTube people and watch about weight loss or even home organization, stuff like that. I watch a lot of those type of YouTube videos so I can get caught up on everything at long last. I'm so behind. I have like 250 videos saved that I have not watched, but I have it in my watch later because I'm going to watch it. And I figure best time to do it while I'm on the treadmill. And most videos are between 10 and 20 minutes long. So for the length of 1 or 2 videos, I can get a pretty decent workout. And I'm not starting off doing like an hour or anything like that. Starting off doing just like 15, 20 minutes tops, and not getting crazy because I don't want to be sore, because the chances of me doing it again are going to be really slim if I'm super sore all the time. But I can slowly build up my stamina, bit by bit, without having to be completely obliterated each time. What has improved since I've done all this? I'm going to tell you. The first thing I do, exercise daily, like I said. I can tell you on 0 fingers how many times that's ever happened in my life. I don't exercise. I hate exercise, won't do it. And so the fact that I am literally exercising every day and have consistently for almost a month is a miracle. So by taking the thought out of it, making it part of my daily routine, doing it at a time when I know for sure I'm going to be able to actually do it. Like a lot of people want to exercise at the crack of dawn. That's not me. I am not an early morning exerciser. I wish that I was. I really do. But unless I have somebody waking me up and physically making me get out of bed, it's probably not going to happen, realistically speaking. I just don't have the self-motivation for it. And even though ideally I would exercise in the morning, it's still just as good if I exercise in the evening. So that's what I'm doing. And I've incorporated that as soon as I get home from work, before I do anything else, I get on the treadmill. If I don't get on the treadmill, I have to do yard work. That's the rule. And it just becomes part of my daily routine so that I don't have to think about it. It takes the thought out of it, which takes the stress out of it, which makes the procrastination go away. And that's the key. The other thing that I started doing, and I again, never thought I'd see the day this would happen, is I'm actually meal planning. And something that I realized was, and I actually had just decided to start by trying 1 or 2 new recipes per week. Well, it turns out after I make it, it's usually made for like 2 to 4 meals. So I would make the recipe and it would last me for a couple meals. So really, I only need to make 2, maybe 3 recipes per week. And that 3rd recipe is usually something for the grandkids, so it's not something necessarily healthy. So all I really needed to do was plan 2 meals. My lunches I've been eating at work, and I've been making healthier choices. Now that the pandemic is, it's not gone, but it's like on the downswing. We're able to get more variety of food at work, and so there's a lot more healthy choices for me to make. So I have been definitely utilizing that more often. Is it perfect? No, because I have weaknesses and sometimes I just can't say no. Fried mushrooms, fried broccoli bites. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. And that's the important part. But I've been doing better, which is better than I was even a few months ago. The other thing that I have improved on is I have a much cleaner home. I have a definite established routine now, and I do it every single day rather than do it every week or every month. I do it every day, which makes the cleaning easier, quicker, and gets me into an established routine that ensures this house is always going to be clean, no matter what. Even if I'm going through a depressive episode, if I let it go a couple days, this house is still in good shape after I come out of it. So that is a huge, huge difference. Like I said, still a work in progress. Like you can see the pile of crap right there. Still working on getting some things organized, but baby steps, right? I've also been working on strengthening my spiritual life, reading the Bible more often, really taking to heart some of the teachings that I've been taught my whole life, but I just really haven't put it all into practice. And so I've been looking into that more and really trying to practice more of what I preach. And you know, like I said, I'm not perfect, and I never will be. But the goal is to just try to be better than I was yesterday. That's all I'm really trying to do. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to be a saint, because I never will be. Let's be realistic here. But I just want to live my life in a better way with more purpose. And then finally, the thing that I'm doing right now that is the most important to helping me overcome my weight issues is I'm working on overcoming my food addiction. And so I will probably be doing a lot of videos regarding that, because I think it's something that a lot of us struggle with. And standard diet culture, it makes it worse. For people that are just losing weight because they didn't know what they were doing, it's a lot easier for them. But if you have like mental issues that are impeding your progress and addiction issues that are impeding your progress, you're not going to have the same level of success that other people have. And so it's something that I kind of want to address in little pieces here and there to kind of let you know you're not alone there. And it's something I'm going to struggle with the rest of my life. It's not something that's probably ever going to go away, because unlike most addictions, you can't just quit it cold turkey. You can't step away from it. You have to eat to live. So I can't exactly just be like, I'm just not going to eat anymore and then it'll be okay. No, I have to eat to live. So I just have to find out how to live with my addiction. And obviously part of recovery is relapse. And unfortunately, I had hit a relapse moment, and I feel like I've turned a corner now, and I'm ready to be recommitted and get back on track and just try to live as healthy as I can, but not beat myself up if I don't do it perfectly. I've lost the weight before, and I'll do it again. It's not that hard. I say it like, I mean, obviously it is hard, but realistically speaking, it was not that hard to lose it the first time. So it's not gonna be that hard to lose it again. And I'm just telling myself that over and over and over again. And I'm doing something called manifesting. Every morning I start the day off with a mantra of sorts. I look in the mirror and I don't say, you're gonna have a great day. No. I say, I'm gonna have a great day. I'm looking myself in the eye and telling myself, I'm gonna have a great day, or I'm gonna make really good food choices today, or I'm gonna do my best to make good food choices. And that's kind of a promise to myself. I'm putting it out into the universe. This is what I'm going to do. And the chances of me doing it are much greater if I actually put it out there and say, this is what I'm gonna do. So manifesting this idea really does help. I also have daily calendar reminders to remind me to come up with these affirmations, and also to log my food and to remind me, is this food choice going to help me reach my goal? I literally have a calendar reminder that pops up on my phone twice a day at my mealtime to remind me, is this food choice going to help me reach my goal? Does that mean I always make good food choices because of that? No, but it definitely makes me more mindful of the choices that I'm making. And where I might have had this, that, or the other thing in addition to what I already kind of binged on, it's less likely that I'm going to binge on it because I'm thinking about it. So I'm just like putting it out there in the universe that I want to make healthier choices. And by saying this each and every time, eventually it's just going to become routine, habit, to think, is this going to be a good food choice for me today? Is this going to help me reach my goal or not? And my goal isn't just to lose weight. It is to feel better, to not have issues with my blood pressure. So it's not all about the number. It's about feeling better. and hopefully that will bring me to that goal. So anyhow, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you guys feel motivated by this video. If you feel motivated by this video, like below, comment with any ideas you might have for a future video, and subscribe, maybe even share with a friend if you feel so inclined. But anyhow, I am going to go get crack-a-lackin' on my routine, and I will talk to you later. Bye.